The next thing is having this kind of touchless interaction, especially in like messy or dangerous environments. That gesture control. That's a $5-6 billion market that was predicted by 2033.
Mhm.
That's an
That's
important thing.
interesting.
And yeah, you play with a lot of things with VR and all that. So I'm sure that's something that's going to continue to evolve.
Yeah.
And then, from iRobot, Bear Robotics, and the hospitals, they've all seen about a 20 to 25% productivity boost using natural interfaces.
That's pretty decent. And I
Mhm.
think looking at it from a design perspective, these sort of UIs that they're using, again, are there to reduce the barrier to entry. But they're going to always need that thoughtful contextual design to just avoid things like misinterpretation and overload. Again, like thinking that user interface, I always, we've been designing 2D interfaces for what, over 20 years. And my mind always goes back. I hear UI and I think it's a screen, and
Mhm.
just that it's not limited to the screens. It's the entire system, like we talked about earlier, by which a user kind of communicates with a machine and receives feedback. And even like you mentioned, kind of before and after, like unboxing that robot, if that's how robots are going to be delivered, or welcoming it at the front door. I don't know, as it gets a robot taxi to your house to introduce itself. So
Yep.
it's interesting.
Yes. So I think in the context of voice and gesture interfaces, the UI includes voice prompts and confirmations. Basically, the robots relying on tasks started or asking, do you want to continue?
Mm.
We've got auditory feedback. Any types of tones or beeps, spoken words is always helpful. Any kind of visual cues, lights, icons, any type of augmented reality overlays, status LEDs. It helps the human interaction. And the robotic body language, kind of a head turn, arm movement, hey, what the hell are you talking about? Gesture, no, some type of light ring animation, and physical gestures or haptics. A robot nodding, maybe it vibrates slightly. Sounds kind of dirty.
Yeah, we'll keep it above board here.
Yeah.
I think the next one is just looking at the opportunity for UX, that it's really a kind of trillion dollar UX opportunity.
$1 trillion.
And a trillion, I mean, that's a big number. I think even quantifying that's difficult. But the interesting points are, today only 12% of organizations deploy robots at any form of scale, and 61% cite that a lack of automation experience is really their primary barrier. And it's not cost, not technology, it's a lack of automation experience. So what does that mean when we can make that automation experience simpler, can reduce the time, can make it accessible to everyone? And I think the sort of small to medium enterprises, those sort of clients, face an even greater UX gap, because it's those companies where I think they can benefit the most from using the robotics, but they have fewer technical staff, they've got higher return on investment expectations, and they're going to be reluctant to adopt what may be seen often as these sort of black box systems. So the companies that are left to fix this, well, they've got a piece of that $1 trillion pie, I think, and they're going to take that market share from these slower, more tech-heavy companies.
I'm curious. In video games, cheat codes let you skip months of grinding to unlock special abilities instantly. Have you ever wished for something similar for your software challenges? What if there's a way to instantly access 20 plus years of specialized expertise instead of developing it all internally? What if you could solve in weeks what might otherwise take months or years? Would you agree that most organizations face a steep learning curve when implementing new software solutions? At my company IIIMPACT, we serve as that cheat code for companies looking to transform complex software into intuitive experiences that users love and that drive real business results. Would it be valuable to explore? And how might this work for your specific situation? Visit impact.io for a free strategy session focused on your unique challenges.